A portion of this video is sponsored by GLC 3DP. Hey guys, this is Sam from the Counter Process Shop, and in today's video we will address a small problem that we have, and probably the majority of people have, when it's time to assemble PCBs by hand. You see, when you have a small volume of PCBs to make, it doesn't really make sense to buy a pick and place machine, at least not for us. On top of that, I have a girlfriend that really love to make them by hand. Anyway, the problem we have is when it's time to place very small SMD components on the board. The most common ways to do it is to use tweezers, but sometimes it gets pretty annoying. For me, it's not a problem to use tweezers when it comes to assemble like few PCBs, few prototypes, but for a small projection, it's a pain. To accommodate that, some tools exist like small desktop pump, but the other problem is, look at my desk. In other words, I didn't have much space to have a pump on top of all the other tools I have and need when it comes to assemble PCBs. So the idea I had is to have something very compact and handheld and battery powered. So this is what we came up with. Let's begin with looking at the parts we will need for this project. The core of this tool is this little vacuum pump. After that, we will need a little BMS/charging board/step-up converter so it can provide 5 volt to the pump. For the trigger, I found those little touch modules. Magnets, syringe nozzle, and of course a battery. In this case, an 18650 because they are easily available. Before ordering, I had to make sure to have a comfortable design, also not too big, while leaving enough space inside for the components. GLC 3DP.
You mean GLC PCB?
Yes, GLC 3DP has kindly provided us the 3D printed parts for this project. You know GLC for their good price PCB manufacturing, but they are also offering 3D printing and CNC services. It never has been that simple to order 3D printed stuff online. You can choose from a wide variety of technology like SLA, MGF, your standard FDM, SLS, one of my favorite, and also metal 3D printing. Choose your material or color, surface finish, and you are ready to order. To know more, click on the link in the video description. Thanks! I did a little mistake while ordering. I tried their SLA services and I wanted everything in translucent resin. Turned out that I didn't choose the right thing for the tool body. Anyway, I also tried their SLS nylon powder because you can't deny how cool this finish looks. I have been a little bit disappointed in the layer lines appearing on the SLS one, but other than that, I have nothing to complain about the rest. Everything has good surface finish in general and didn't deform or lose dimension accuracy. For the wiring, honestly, everything is super simple. The battery goes to the charging board, then through the switch module, and finally to the pump. Oops. So my plan was to use a momentary action for the touch switch. The listing on the internet was saying momentary and not latching. While looking around, I found that there is 2 resistors for the mod selection. You just need to desolder the one you don't need, in this case the resistor B, and everything should be fine. It's now time to play not the doctor, but the dentist with your tweezers and soldering iron. By the way, there's a link for this in the video description. The soldering iron, I mean. I put some little notches so the board can sit in place. You know what I meant now for playing the dentist? So now the problem I had is to find how to connect the battery. First, I didn't want to have a battery holder because the majority of time they are quite big. So to save some room inside, I thought of putting magnets on each end of it. To connect the magnets to wires, I had the idea to put copper tape so I can solder a wire on them. They will sit inside a hole I did in the tool body and will stick out just enough to make contact with the battery's end. To keep the wire hidden, I did put a little piece of hockey tape. This stuff is amazing. There you go. Now you have a built-in battery holder and everything seems to work well. I have been using this E6000 glue a lot lately. My girlfriend find me weird for that, but I don't know why I like glue. I love to buy and test glues, and this one is in my top 3 glue to use. What is nice about it is that it sticks pretty much everywhere, stay flexible, and can seal well, so this is why I'm using it here. Another thing weird about me, I love screwdrivers. I recently bought this kit, link in the video description, and for the price, it's very nice. I was skeptical when I was sawing it popping everywhere in my feed, but my colleague Paul bought it, and honestly, it's very nice. So now, how does it perform? Honestly, quite badly, unfortunately. I was so sad because the end product is very nice. The suction force was obviously the cause of that failure. You can see here that I'm able to pick components, but those LEDs are the only one I was able to pick. By licking the needle and the smooth surface on the LED was helping. But as soon as I try something else, even a tiny and light 0603s, nothing worked. I tried to look online for stronger pumps, but they were starting to get quite beefy, and I didn't want to make this thing bigger. I could have tried two of those little pumps, but I don't think it would have made a big difference. Even though this project is a failure, I hope you enjoyed the video, or at least learn and find something. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to see our very exciting upcoming projects. Don't forget to like and leave a comment if you think you found something to fix this project. Thanks for watching and see you soon!